It was a quiet afternoon. My kids were out in the driveway, laughing, bouncing a basketball, just being kids. The sun was low, the air was buzzing with cicadas. Everything felt normal, until I heard it click. I turned and froze. There was Karen, standing with a gun, pointed straight at my children's chests. My heart nearly burst out of my ribs. My throat went dry. I screamed, "Are you out of your mind?" My hands were shaking as I stepped forward, trying to shield my kids. Karen's face was twisted. Her lips curled into a sneer as she yelled, "They've been ignoring my Lily all week long. Do you know what that does to a child?" Behind her, her daughter Lily wasn't angry at all. She was terrified, not of being ignored, but of her own mother. The world went silent. Even the cicadas stopped. Then, in the smallest voice, my son whispered, "Mom?" I swallowed hard and forced my voice low, sharp, steady. "Karen, put the gun down." But she didn't move. She lifted her chin like she was some sheriff in an old western. And then, another sound. Thup, thup, thup. Heavy, low. At first I thought it was just the blood pounding in my ears, but no, neighbors started gasping. Someone shouted, "A helicopter!" The sheriff's helicopter was circling down over our suburban cul-de-sac, rattling the trees, whipping the air. A booming voice thundered from the loudspeaker. "Sheriff's Department, drop the weapon now!" Karen froze. Her hand shook, and then she looked right at me hissing, "You set me up! You'll pay for this!" I roared back, voice cracking, "Karen, you are the one with the gun!" And then something no one expected. Karen's husband came running barefoot out of their garage, clutching his phone. This quiet, meek man who never said a word at HOA meetings, suddenly he was sprinting. But not to her. He ran straight to my kids, threw his arms wide in front of them, shielding them. "Karen, stop! Don't you dare hurt them!" he shouted. The entire street gasped. Karen shrieked, eyes wild, "Whose side are you on?" And his voice cracked but didn't break. "The side of sanity." Right then, squad cars screeched into the cul-de-sac. Officers leapt out, guns drawn. Sirens wailed, red and blue flashing. The helicopter spotlight lit up the entire block like it was noon. Karen's legs buckled. She finally dropped the gun, not out of guilt, but because she couldn't stand anymore. She collapsed, mascara streaking down her face, screaming, kicking, spitting at deputies as they cuffed her. Neighbors filmed it all. Kids cried, dogs barked. The block was chaos. And me? I clung to my kids so tight they squeaked, sobbing into my husband's chest. The cover-up. I thought it was over, but the next morning, an email went out from the HOA. "Yesterday's incident was a misunderstanding. No charges will be pursued. Please respect Karen's privacy during this difficult time." I nearly threw my phone against the wall. A misunderstanding? She pointed a loaded gun at my children. But then, another email. Anonymous. A leaked police report. Karen was being charged. Felony assault with a deadly weapon, child endangerment, disturbing the peace. The HOA had lied. And when the truth came out, the neighborhood lost its mind. Group chats exploded. Screenshots flew. People demanded an emergency meeting. That night, the hall was packed. Hot, sweaty, buzzing with voices. Karen wasn't there, but her husband was. And for the first time in years, he spoke up. "I've been silent too long," he said, trembling but firm. "Karen has been dangerous for years. I begged this HOA to step in. You all laughed. You let her bully, fine, harass. And now she's in jail for pointing a gun at kids." The room went dead silent. Then, one by one, neighbors stood up, sharing their own stories, how she screamed at them for painting their door the wrong shade of beige, how she threatened to tow legally parked cars, how she tried to ban Halloween decorations because they were ungodly. It was like a dam breaking. Years of fear and resentment poured out. By the end of the night, the vote was nearly unanimous. Karen's power was gone. Her fines, her threats, her stranglehold on the HOA finished. But Karen, she wasn't done. A week later, papers arrived. She was suing us, claiming emotional distress because the helicopter humiliated her. Even worse, she actually wrote that my kids provoked her daughter by not playing with her. I laughed so hard I nearly cried. But then came the twist. The sheriff's department filed a countersuit, public endangerment, obstruction, and a fat bill for the emergency response. Karen was drowning in lawsuits before she could even spell the word. Her husband filed for divorce. Her daughter went to live with her grandparents. The HOA board flipped over half its seats. And Karen? She ended up on the evening news, in handcuffs, pale and broken, eyes darting like a cornered rat. To this day, I still flinch when I hear a helicopter overhead. My kids jump at sudden noises. The scars are real. But we survived. We got justice. And the neighborhood finally learned what happens when you let a Karen rule, unchecked. And every time I walk past her old house, I whisper, "Was it worth it, Karen? Was it worth throwing your life away over a game of basketball?" Because in the end, karma didn't just knock. It landed with rotor blades, handcuffs, and a lawsuit she'll never escape.